All right, guys, Ep.4, and now with me is Kuzo. Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you very much for this interview. My name is Kuzo Donchev, and I'm the founder of 3D Open Design. This is a very innovative startup that we started last year with the aim of making the most innovative platform for connecting designers with 3D printing farms in Europe. We currently are in the pre-seed stage of our development, and we strive to launch our product later this year, as well as very interesting tools for 3D printing farms, and it's going to be exciting to announce this to the public.
Sounds really cool. And actually, what is your academic background? Are you a designer? Are you an art person? Or
Well, my academic background is in business and economics, so I have degrees in international business and economics. So currently I pursue a PhD in international relations, something way different from my past degrees. However, my interest and focus of development in the business area is towards the Industry 4.0, AI, 3D printing, and perhaps quantum computing later. So I am an entrepreneur who is taking advantage of the times that we are living in to develop the next generation set of tools for the people and companies.
Really, really cool. And so first of all, you won second prize in the Future Unicorns category in the Best Youth Startup competition. How did you hear about this competition? Have you participated in other competitions or accelerators or such programs?
Well, to be frank, before jumping full-time into entrepreneurship and developing my own startup, I worked some public jobs and some public institutions where I heard about the Fund of Funds in Bulgaria. I Googled it. I saw that there are several programs every year for different regions of Bulgaria, in Bulgaria, seeking for young entrepreneurs to sign up and show their ideas. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. I validated the idea with a friend of mine who participated last year, and I decided, okay, maybe it's the time to try and see what happens. So I'm quite surprised how good it was. Actually, it was such an amazing experience and gave me foundation, contacts, a lot of new ideas, and it's very useful. I highly recommend anyone who is searching for networking, mentorships, even financing from venture capital funds to sign up and pursue their dreams and ideas.
Yeah, I also recommend Best Youth Startup competition. I participated in the first year and the third year, and each year they're getting better and better, and more interesting people are actually joining. So yeah, that's very cool. And about financing, you said you were in the pre-seed. Have you received funding before for different startups or different projects? And what's your philosophy? Because we've had entrepreneurs here who, let's say, have a philosophy more towards bootstrapping. Others are very opt for financing. Like, what's your view on financing?
Well, we've never received any financing before. It's our very first experience into talking with venture capital funds and partners, investment partners. So we are positive. We would like to have an investor who can help us scale. However, personally, I am more into the strategy to develop the MVP, develop some market on our own, like, the hard way, with own money, own equity, and keep the company 100% ownership of the team, and we have it. So we seek to get some acceleration and get some momentum to ask for investment just for scalability later on. since it's a platform, it's necessary to scale to like larger groups and targets in Europe. It's impossible to do it alone. However, at that stage, I talk with investment partners. We discuss how things work, what options we have, but I think I will keep it humble for now and try to get some momentum until we really ask for the big buck.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Have you ever, I mean, that's maybe a moment in the distant future, but do you think for your exit strategy, let's say?
Well, I thought about it actually. Not really about exit, more like we would like to go public later and be on the market so people can invest in the company in equity, and we would like to scale like to perhaps multi-million-dollar company, which is quite hard. It's not impossible. There's nothing impossible in my opinion. It will just take us the time to an effort to get there. However, our exit strategy, option one is that we sell the company to another big company and they develop it much better than what we could do. But I think if we attract the best people and have a very, very intelligent group of engineers in the company, we can do it ourselves and really go public. And who knows? It's another level, a different universe of opportunities for any entrepreneur in this world.
Yeah, sounds really cool. You are doing now a PhD, but what other books would you recommend a young person to read about entrepreneurship? Like, what are your go-to vlogs or podcasts or movies that have inspired you to go into this rabbit hole?
Well, I don't have particular blogs or channels as a source of information. However, I can say for sure books really helped me. For people who strive to get more ideas and see how things are working into a startup and get some strategies on how to make a startup, I highly recommend in the first place the Eric Rice book, The Lean Startup.
So classic one.
This is classics for everyone who wants to start something. Second one, I read a lot of books about business, and I personally love reading biographies and autobiographies of some popular people in this world who have developed great businesses. So this is, I would say, as a personal preference. A lot of people disagree, but one of my favorite books is The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump. So I think he has some unique strategy of building the brand. I don't mean anything apart from that, building the name, because the name starts working, the reputation starts working for the company, for the business at some point. This is maybe the first thing that people need to really take serious. Another book that I really love and currently I'm reading is The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And it is like a compilation of different stories and experience of prominent people like Rothschilds, even in ancient times and medieval times, some kings and queens, and then how things used to work, and they give reference with today's world, how the wealth should be managed, because the laws are, maybe they've changed a little with modern times, but the core, in my opinion, is the same. So I think I highly recommend people to read history and think about problems that were never solved, and maybe there will be some solutions. Apart from reading, maybe watching as movies about people, Warren Buffett, I highly recommend. So everybody who wants to invest or start something or invest in startups to read The Intelligent Investor and watch Warren Buffett's annual meetings and interviews. Another thing, is probably just visit local clubs and get sources from there to see how things work in your country, in your region, and observe.
What types of clubs do you mean?
Startup clubs, any kind of clubs,
yeah.
like meetings and conferences in the areas that they like to develop. So I personally visit 3D printing conferences, some fairs about technology, and could be anything. But yeah, I think it's very important for people not only to read, but to apply what they've learned and observe the society around them, so they find the problems. And the real entrepreneur is the person who firstly identifies a problem and thinks of a solution and gathers people and combines peoples and systems and resources towards finding the best solution for the problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's in a nutshell.
yeah, absolutely. I've also read several of Robert Greene's books, especially the 48 Laws of Power. Also, another common trait that I've seen when I've been talking to entrepreneurs is that each has also another interest that he follows, like let's say either history or sports, and he takes some qualities that he's learned from these fields and he applies them to the startup world, to entrepreneurship. So yeah, basically one of the sort of things that you should always try to have different interests, different like people that you should look up to, like you said, historical figures. And what do you think, like if I'm a young person that is just graduated and I'm wondering between the public sector, the corporate sector, or entrepreneurship and startups, what would you say to him in order to motivate him to go into entrepreneurship?
Well, I think people, especially young people nowadays, who have more understanding or even starting from scratch, they need to realize that we are in front of the next generation set of technologies, or we are living in the best time for technological advancement. So it's a game changer, like all the AI and different systems and how things change and work in social media. And I think people really need to understand that it is the best times to really kickstart something and think of smart solution to develop the next generation companies. And one more thing that prominent people like CEOs, top level executives of Google, Apple, Microsoft speak about, it's that soon we'll be seeing some 1 billion one-man company. So this really motivates me to try and play a little with those new systems, AI agents, and really kickstart something, find solutions, and build a company. So this is one of the motivations. The second motivation in my personal life is that I would like to leave something behind, something that's valuable and contributes to the society. So anyone who wants to do something for the world and make it good should try, I think.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely the inspiration behind why people should do entrepreneurship. And yeah, thank you very much for coming. It was a pleasure. And yeah, hope to see you around more startup events and competitions, and wish you luck.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the interview.